Hello, this is Tracy, the artsy gardener. In today's episode, we are going to Savers, which is a thrift store. So we are going thrifting, people. I do have a little list in my head of things that I do want to get. I want to get some holiday stuff. But of course, the first things I come up with are Lion. Last time I was at this thrift shop, I found Lion stuff too. The sticker said from Marshall's for $7.99 and they're selling for $4.99. As I'm going back and editing, I'm like, wow, these are so cool. Why didn't I get them?
It's upside down. That's amazing. No, they're kind of cool. They're really cool.
T for Tracy. I'm always on the lookout. I did not get it because I don't need it. But this item here caught my eye. So it stays on the top of like a table because it doesn't have any kind of hooks or anything to hang it. But what is this thing? It spins around. It must have something that hooks up to those hooks that are kind of coming off the top there. And maybe it does like appetizers or something. I don't know. Does anyone know? If you know, please tell me because I'm really interested because it is such a cool piece and I love coming across new pieces at the thrift shop. So please let me know. Right out of the gate at the thrift store, finding so many cool, interesting items. Like, look at this. This is so interesting. Not my style, but you got to appreciate things. This is why I love the thrift shop. It's like you just find all these miscellaneous gems, like this guy right here. Look at this. A little flower vase. Oh my gosh. I am head over heels in love, right in my cart. I am keeping my eyes open for holiday plates, like sandwich plates, but nothing with like a hook. And I want to be able to put them in my dishwasher just because I do have a lot of plates that I love, but they have like a gold trim and I have to hand wash them. And I have 3 kids, so I want to try to make my life as easy as possible. So I am on the lookout for it. I'm also on the lookout for like crystal holiday stuff. I really want to start adding to my Christmas collection some like crystal items like trees, sleighs, stuff like that. I'm not a fan of clowns, but I'm not opposed to them. I just wouldn't put them in my house. They don't scare me. I know some people really don't like clowns, but for some reason, whenever I see them in a thrift shop, I do have to pick them up. Weirdly, I don't know why. I never buy it, but I gotta pick it up. Something like this is funny. Like again, I have like a crazy sense of humor. This would be like a gift that I would give to someone and be like, oh, a trophy for whatever. You know, let's say like a karaoke. We go to a karaoke night. I would get that, bring it, and then give it to whoever I thought performed the best. Like I have a sick sense of humor like that. And you know what? People love getting trophies. I've really been gravitating towards birds within the last year, oddly. I don't know why. So when I saw this guy, $2.99, I took him for a ride in my cart. I ended up not buying him, but I thought he was so adorable. I didn't need him, so I put it back. But then I came across this jewel. I've been putting out into the universe that I really want a sundial. I saw one at a garden thrift or it was an antique shop and it was way too much money. So now I got it. I'm head over heels, so excited. And this plate right here, I love peacocks. I did not pick that up just because I'm trying to be thrift savvy. And there is so many pieces that I just want to put in my cart. You know, it's like a mind overload. You see all this stuff and you want it and you're like, but you gotta like really think about things and be like, do I need this? What am I gonna do with this? Where am I going to put it? This piece right here, again, another one. It was glass. I did really like it, but where am I going to put it? I only have so much space and I don't want to be a hoarder. I do rotate my stuff in and out, so that's fun. But yeah, I got to be thrift savvy. That's my mental mojo that's going through my head right now. Mercury glass is my jam. That's one of my collections. I've quite a few collections, but mercury glass is one of them. I'm trying to be selective with it though. Like at first I was just running out there willy-nilly just buying every kind of mercury glass that I saw, but I'm really trying to be selective now. Again, I'm keeping my eye out for crystal Christmas decor. So these were really cool. They had two holes in each of them, or was that three holes, where it holds candles. Very interesting, unique. That's what I love. I love interesting and unique stuff. I did kind of play around with it, and I ended up saying to myself, you know what? I'm going to hold out on something else. Weirdly, I've been collecting trivets. Haven't even been meaning to, but I've been picking them up. So when I saw this, it definitely caught my eye, but I did put it back and I was like, okay, Tracy, focus. I'm looking for holiday plates. And then I see this fine gent right here. He's a little beat up. He's seen better days, and I feel $2.49 for this guy. It could be a DIY project for someone, not for me, but for someone else. This would be lovely for a bar of soap, but you know what? You really don't see people using bars of soap anymore. So you know what? Let's bring it back, people. Let's bring back the bar of soap. This was a lovely plate. I did like it. There was only one. If they had like a complete set, I don't know if I'd even get it because I feel like the price was a little high for one plate. So I did put it back. This guy right here, I think would be perfect for in the garden, on a shed, on a fence, put a potted plant on it that cascades down. I think that would be fabulous for your backyard. 10 out of 10 approval for me on this. I tried picking this guy up. I think it was like a DIY project. It was made out of cement and rocks. It was super duper heavy. These here, I know they're usually for like chandeliers, but you can really be creative and do something for the holidays with that. This milk glass container here, I really liked it. I thought this would be the perfect base for a faux Christmas tree, like a little Christmas tree for a centerpiece for a table. I think that would look so adorable. So here I go. Yep, I picked up the trivet and it's in my cart. Yep, did it. I've been really into terracotta lately, and $2.49 for these planters, that's a great deal. I don't need them right now because obviously we're getting into winter time here, but I'm going to do a mental note, go there for terracotta pots because you never know what you're going to find. This would be lovely for like a Thanksgiving, like on the table, putting like cider in it. I think that would be lovely. And here's some more milk glass. Really lovely pieces. I was so happy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Sorry, guys. I get really excited. So this was quite lovely. It's from Italy, but it was all chipped up on the top. Such a shame. When you're out thrifting, sometimes you just find pieces like this gem right here, a Road Runner ice bucket. How fabulous. Like whoever owned this before, I could be friends with. I think this piece is so spectacular. I'm so excited. I did get it, and it is going to be going in my eBay store. So if you're interested, that's where you can find it. Go in my descriptions to click on the link. Oh my gosh, I am in love with it. All right, thrift store gods, thanks for sending me back in the right direction of finding plates. The snowmen are not my jam, so I have to keep looking, but at least I'm getting a little more focused here. These Christmas glasses are really special. I really like them, but I don't need them. I have so many glasses already. I need more glasses like I need a hole in the head. And then I go down this aisle and darn it, I find vintage champagne flutes, or they're not champagne flutes, but they're champagne glasses, and they go all the way down into the stem. Like you can get the liquid down there. So those do become mine. I tried walking away, but then, yeah, no, they somehow ended up in my cart. I always like to mention ashtrays are great for like a drip plate for underneath plants. That was a little guy, but look how gorgeous this is. It would elevate any kind of plant that you have by 20%. It's amazing. And look at these little glasses. There's so many great finds here, and it's like, Tracy, you don't need any more barware. But I just keep going and finding the loveliest pieces. Like, look at this. I really love these. I actually have a pair that are larger. These were really tiny. So I was like, what am I going to do with this? I really don't drink cordials. So I did leave them. But look at this. A brandy snifter. Yeah. This has to come home with me too. See, I try to be strong. I try to say no, Tracy, but they somehow always end up in my cart. Vintage barware and me have a love-hate relationship. I like to think someone gave this as a gift, and then the person that received it was like, thank you. This butterfly was really cool. It was broken, not even sure what it was, but this would be really cool in the garden. I'm not looking for it, so I did leave it, but it would have been really cool, and I think it's a cool piece. Somehow I'm back in the glass aisle again. Not sure how that happened. And thank goodness there was only one of these, because, or else I would have the whole set in my cart right now. These are cute, these holiday glasses here. Again, I don't need those, so they were very enticing, but I just left them there for some other kind soul to pick them up and to give them a home. These bowls I found so cool. I'm not sure if you can eat out of them. I mean, the brand Oneida, you can, but they just felt a little too good to eat out of, where I think they're more decorative, but I'm not 100% sure. I did leave them, and then I found this guy. Look at his forehead. Like, interesting. So I felt like I had to set something up here. Like, that old guy's doing some kind of weird, like, wizardry, and then this little boy's like, leave me alone. I told you guys I got a sixth sense of humor. These plates are lovely. I really like that scallopy, like lacy edge there, but I know they would get broken so fast in my house. So hopefully they find another good home to go to. I also love these plates, this milk glass with like the gold trim, but you can't put it in the dishwasher. The gold trim will come right off. And right now I'm looking for easy things that I can just throw in the dishwasher. And I could, but then I'll ruin it. So I left those for someone else. And here I am with more glassware again. Why do I keep doing this? I mean, it's so cool. The price, not so cool. So it was easy to walk away from that one. If you're hosting the holidays at your house, like Thanksgiving, you could really elevate your tablescape with just going to the thrift store. You can get 9 of those plates for $14.99, and they're lovely. So lovely. I mean, I definitely would recommend hand washing because they do have the gold trim there, but so lovely. This is perfect for the holidays. You can put your green bean casserole in there, your mac and cheese, and then underneath, I believe you just light it with a tea light. I mean, I don't know how hot it'll keep everything, but I guess hot enough. Crystal pitchers are always great to thrift as well. You can put flowers in it or you can put water and then out on your table, there you go. It's a great serving item. And these, I believe, are for like sorbets, but yeah, I mean, you could use them for anything. This I really liked. Again, I'm looking for crystal for Christmas. So it did kind of like resemble a Christmas tree or like a Hershey Kiss. I did like it. I did leave it though. But I'm checking out all the crystal. They have a lot of really cool pieces. This decanter is really cool. It was missing the top, luckily, because I probably would have bought it. So I keep going. And this is a really lovely punch bowl. Again, for the holidays, this is where you guys need to come to shop. Don't buy new. Just come to the thrift store. So many things for serving, for hosting, even for hosting gifts. Like you can bring this to someone's house, put like one of those cheese balls in it, and give it to them and say, here, this is for you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. You just give the gift and it will probably be so much more impactful that it came from you and they get to keep it because it's like a win-win. This piece was really nice. It did have a chip though at the top here at the stopper. So I'm glad that sometimes it's taped up over and I would never have known. This is lovely, but it wasn't like a real crystal. So yeah, $7.99. I feel like that was really expensive for that since it's not like real. I think it was just glass. This teapot was so dainty and so lovely. So if you've ever watched any of my other videos, I love crystal with silver. This serving plate here is so lovely. I did leave it because I have so many pieces already and I'm trying to be thrift savvy. I don't need everything. So I did like it and I did leave it. This punch bowl though is spectacular. It did end up having a chip on the top, but I was ready to get this because I do have a punch bowl, but it's not as cool as this. This is next level cool right here. It has like that 70s vibe, so cool. And this cake plate, I really liked it. I do already have a cake plate, but cake plates, you don't have to use them just for cake. You can use them as like shelf stackers, like put like a collection of something on top. And then I came across this. If you know what it is, you know what it is. And I got out of there real fast. This would be perfect for a floral arrangement. If you have like those flower frogs, that would be perfect in there. Then I always head down the book aisle anytime I go thrifting because you always find gems in the book section, or at least I always find gems at the book section. I'm always drawn to art books. I am an artist, so I do love art books, but hear me out here. So this little book here, it's very tiny. You could cut out the pieces, you can cut out the images and put them in frames and then put them in like a gallery wall, something like that. There's so many lovely pieces of artwork in here and all you have to do is just cut it out. I mean, if nudes are your thing, there you go. You got some nudie booties that you can just be hanging on your wall and it just classes things up. This is just so 80s, like a photo book with the photographer on the front like that. Oh man, that's classic. So I scored. I love Jasper Johns. So this was a book. The name and his work just are so meaningful to me. So I'm so happy that I found this and now it's mine and I can add it to my book collection. If you're into gardening, even if you're not into gardening and you're just looking for a really cool coffee table book, I highly recommend looking in the garden section because there are so many cool visual books about gardening and even landscaping and architecture. Really great books visually. So I highly recommend picking up one of those for your coffee table. I also like to pick up books from places that I've been or that I want to go to. And then I always take off the book jacket to see what color the book really is because I always take off the jackets on the books and it's great for styling in your house. A lot of Christmas tchotchkes. Not really finding anything that catches my eye, and I'm trying to stay away from tchotchkes. This was kind of cool, but again, it's a tchotchke. I always go down the gardening section, which here I am, and the blue and white. I'm one of those people that are not collecting blue and white right now. So I did leave it for someone else that is collecting blue and white right now. This is lovely. My parents have one of these planters like this, and they grow strawberries in them, and the strawberries come out of the little holes on the side. I think it's brilliant. I really like this tall pottery piece. You really can't tell the scale and the size of it. It's really cool. I did keep it there. My friend Lizzie was like, I think there's ashes inside. We always think there's ashes inside any kind of like tall urn, vase type of thing, which is kind of funny, but not. I am on the lookout for framed butterflies. So when I saw this, I definitely was like, ooh, and I picked it up and it was in rough shape. Things were shaking all over the place. So I did end up leaving that there, sadly. The last aisle I always recommend that you go down, or not the last aisle, but an aisle that you definitely should go down is the art aisle, the framed art aisle. Sometimes you'll just be surprised by the lovely art that they have there, and it's usually great prices. I really like this piece right here. It was a print, but the back was in rough shape. I thought this could look really nice with some Christmas decor around it. So that's it. This is my cartload of stuff, and then this is my haul. I hate saying my haul. It makes it sound so cheap, but this is everything, all my treasures that I curated. We're going to go with that. This is everything that I got. I am going to have a few of these pieces for sale in my eBay store. So check out my link in my descriptions if you are interested in any of these items, because I will have a few of them for sale. Check November 18th because I will have them then. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tracy. I'm the Artsy Gardener. I greatly appreciate you watching. I'm an artist. If you're interested in checking out some of my art, I do have some for sale in my Etsy shop, the Artsy Gardener 29. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing because it does help me and my channel out. If you're not out there doing something artsy today, get out there and do something artsy. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys.